right, Adam. It pains me to do this, but I have to say it. We have a new predictions champion.
Wait. What? What? Are you?
Yep.
Are you serious? I mean, I'm so happy. I'm so glad that there's a new predictions champion.
And that champion is me.
Oh. Oh, well, that's not as exciting as I thought it was.
See, what happened was you could be the predictions champion right now if you remember to predict night 3 of the Super J Cup.
I mean, I may have forgotten to, put my predictions in for a show. How well did you do, though?
Let me put it this way. If you put predictions in the same ones I did, you would have retained by a draw because I got all of them wrong.
Oh. So wait, you won by default?
Yeah, I won because you forfeited by not predicting. So, the champ is here, and you... Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of As the Buckle Turns. If you don't know who I am by now, I'm not going to tell you. My picture's up on the screen, so whatever.
Same here, then.
All right. That guy's Tim.
And that guy's Adam.
What's up, everybody? How you doing this week? It's been a great week.
You don't have to see his face like I do.
Shut up over there, okay? Anyway, we have a huge show for you this week. We got all of this weekend's predictions to go through. AEW's All Out, NXT UK's Takeover Cardiff, and New Japan's Royal Quest, all happening in one day. It's going to be crazy. Wrestling all over the place.
Yes. We will cover that a little bit later.
Yes.
We do have little pieces of news we need to talk about.
Some stuff that we need to laugh about. Mostly
just a few little tidbits that we just want to mention.
Yeah.
Get it out there, talk about for briefly before moving on. But let's get the big thing out of the way, Adam.
So there's been rumors that these two guys have been talking. Oh wait, not that one. Not that big news.
So no, we can do that one. That's
okay.
fine.
I mean, this is really big news. I don't know if anybody else has heard this, but Enzo and Big Kaz XL have been in talks with WWE to rejoin NXT.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait. Sorry. It was a few hours later that WWE said, no, we haven't.
Oh, thank God. Because, okay, I'm fine if you want to bring Big Cass back if he's gotten better in the ring.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I know he's gotten in a great shape.
He's not exactly the strongest person on the mic, but put him with a mouthpiece, and he's golden. He's good. He's above average.
I actually saw him cut a promo at a small indie show.
Yeah.
And it was actually pretty good.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but it's WWE. Everything's overly scripted.
Yes. This was a very small show, so he may do better in smaller venues.
Right.
Versus the larger crowds that you get with Raw and SmackDown. I did feel at the end of their NXT run, Kaz was getting more comfortable in that kind of small of an audience on the mic. You need one on Raw, and he's like terrible.
Unless it's pre-taped.
Yes, pre-taped. He's king on.
He's good
because he can do it 1,000 times and get it right.
You know, he probably has stage fright of some sort.
I think so. I mean, I think he can overcome it, but like I said, the little promo I saw was pretty good. It's actually where I saw how good shape he's gotten him into. Because I saw some photos that he actually left him to be and how much he let himself go.
Yeah.
And now he's in really actually pretty good shape. And I actually saw him moving in the ring a little bit, and he's actually moving in the ring like you'd want him to move.
Oh, okay.
So this is hope that he's actually, now that he's in better shape, he actually can move, and he actually is learning to be able to wrestle better. If that happens, I'm all for bringing him back. Enzo, on the other hand, is a piece of garbage and should never be allowed into anyone's wrestling ring.
I feel that Cass or Kaz XL should just straight up distance himself. Anytime that there's any rumor that he and Enzo are being talked to by anyone, he should immediately just be like, I have nothing to do with that guy.
Yes. Because I think that's one of the things I think he got screwed out of Ring of Honor was because they were a package deal.
Yeah.
And because Enzo didn't overwent what he was supposed to do, or the whole angle at Ring of Honor's G1 Supercard.
It fell apart very quickly.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's just like, he kind of maybe got screwed out of that. I mean, at that point, I don't think he should have been in Ring of Honor because Ring of Honor is a good wrestling company.
Right.
You need to be able to wrestle. And it was soon after he got, almost a little less than a year, but still, that's not enough time for him to be in Ring of Honor. You need to be on the indies for a year and a half, having good matches that people are saying are good matches before you should be able to go to someone that's a company that's known like Ring of Honor for having quality matches.
Right.
But yeah, Enzo, the whole thing with Joey Janela just shows you how much a piece of shit he is.
Yep.
To me, I don't know if it's true or not, but even though the charges were dropped, someone accused him of rape.
Yes, it's a black mark that's going to follow him everywhere for quite some time until, well, the collective forgets.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not saying he did it. I don't know, but to me, if he put himself in a situation where someone could say that,
yeah,
you're an idiot.
Yeah, you've put yourself in a bad situation, and a company like WWE, they have to take steps.
Not even that, but just overall, I mean, that just kind of shows me that you're a piece of shit. Yeah. Like, if you can put yourself in that situation where someone could say that, regardless if it's true or not, because from what I've heard from the stories, I'm more inclined to believe the victim at this point, from what I've read. And what I've seen from him, I believe her more than I would ever believe him at this point.
He's also, just his actions after being cut from WWE, to me, just seems, he's so desperate for any kind of spotlight at this point that it's just like, okay, dude, you need to figure out who you are and what kind of character you would bring back to wrestling, not what kind of spectacle you can be to get any kind of attention.
Yeah. Enzo is a no-go. That means for AEW, WWE, Ring of Honor should never bring him in regardless.
Exactly.
These smaller, really individual, smaller shows that have like maybe, if you're lucky, 100 people, even less there. They want to bring them in. That's up to them, but I would never bring them in.
You're going to sell tickets by putting, like, if you're a very small company, you are going to sell more tickets by advertising this guy coming to your show. Not necessarily wrestling, but making an appearance. Yep. So there's going to be enough controversy to sell some more tickets.
Yep.
But WWE's not going to put extra butts in the seat because they put them on their show.
No. But yeah, that's up to those people there. But the bigger companies, stay away from Enzo.
Yeah.
Big Cass, if he gets better in the ring and everything, and he's good, if he can continue to get better on the mic, bring him in. If he's proved himself.
Yeah.
But he has to prove himself. All right, let's move on to something else.
All right. Let's stick with WWE right now. And we got great news. Cesaro can smile again.
Yes, I saw that just today. So, if you guys don't remember, about 2 years ago, Cesaro took a bump on the back of the ring. Everything went to...
Let me put it into the simplest terms possible. He tried to eat the ring post, literally.
Yes, but
from top down.
It looked like he just did the normal thing you're supposed to do. You get catapulted into it. You hit the back of the thing like you're supposed to get the sound effect. No, his mouth actually connected.
Oh, yeah.
And his two front teeth went up.
Yeah, he ate his front teeth.
Yeah, it looked like they got broke off, but we found out later.
Oh, still seeing that image, of Cesaro after taking that bump, turning and like he wasn't even trying to face the hard cam, but he was literally looking at his tag team partner like, oh God, what do we do right now? Because this is painful and there's a lot of blood. And WWE captured it beautifully. Because
I'll give Kevin Dunn on that element. He saw something happen, realized it. They got the Austin in the sharpshooter with the blood on his face. The Becky Lynch in the crowd with a broken face after Nia hit her.
Exactly.
Moment. It's one of those many things where it's like it's an iconic moment, and the fact that he then went on to wrestle for like another 10, 15 minutes or so.
He completely finished that match like nothing had happened.
Yep. Shows he's a tough son of a bitch.
Yes, he is.
He had emergency dental work to get them fixed. He's had braces on, which makes sense. I've always kind of seen something on his teeth, but you couldn't really tell what it was.
It's clearly like the Invisalign style clear brace going on, because since then he's had that smile like there's something on his teeth.
Yep. And then, I mean, he does wrestle with the mouth guard on because he has to protect them with the braces and everything.
Yeah.
But the braces have come off.
Finally.
So, I do hope he continues wrestling with the mouth guard so we don't have this incident happen again.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, it kind of adds to him having the mouth guard that he's like, no, we're going to hit hard tonight.
Yeah. And I also, that's one thing I like when Angle started putting the mouth guard in. Some of these other guys who are hard hitters, you'd see them pull out they get in the ring after their whole entrance. You'd see them pull out like their one piece or their mouth guard and put it in. And I was like, I'm okay with that because they're gonna hit hard.
Yeah, it's
because they can.
It's an added psychological level in the match because when Angle started wearing the mouth guard was with TNA, and he was brought in. Like what they did with his character were like, no, you're here to like bend people and hurt them, and it's kind of the mystery that Taz had for a while. That it was like Taz is this dude who's going to try to hurt you. He's not there to put on a show for everyone. He's there to beat you, and that's, I mean, Kurt Angle with WWE had become so homogenized and vanilla by the end of his run that when he showed back up in TNA, you were like, oh, this dude changed his attitude.
Yeah,
I like the new Kurt.
We kind of got the idea of where he was going to be. His character was going when he got drafted to ECW.
Yeah,
Paul Heyman was going to use him as more of a technical wrestling machine. But because of his injuries and everything, he got out. So when he went to TNA, he said, "I want to take that. I like that element. I'm going to get the aggression up." And it worked. All right, let's move on to the G1 Climax. We just had those wrap up. I won that this year.
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna have to wait. I have to wait until fall to beat you again in next year's G1.
Yes, it's going to be in the fall of 2020 next year, not during August this year.
And the reason because of this is because, well, if you don't follow any other sports, let me enlighten you because I didn't know this. Though I think I do remember hearing this somewhere at some point this year. The Olympics are in Tokyo this year.
Yes.
Next summer. And they're going to be taking those arenas that they want to use for the G1.
Yes.
So it was either use lesser known arenas or just move the tournament back a month.
It's a smart move.
Yeah.
I think they're basically moving it to September October time period.
Yeah, so what it says on here for Wrestling Inc., due to the Tokyo Olympics, July 24th to August 9th is generally is what's happening. So they're going to be moving the Climax tournament to the fall. It does not say when specifically, but they will not be during the normal time frame next year.
Well, technically, fall starts in September 21st or 20th.
So it'll probably be, but the Olympics will be done by the end of August.
Yeah.
So it'll probably either be the very end of August they'll do it, they'll start, or they'll start in September, and do the whole month of September and have the finals in October.
Yeah.
Or the end of very September. more news when that comes out for that when it comes around. But it's just it's being reported that now, which is, hey, when you have the Olympics come through, everyone else must bow down to it because the Olympics is a big deal.
Oh, it's a ton of money for the host nation. I mean, at the same time, for I think it's the past 20 plus years, no host nation has actually, like, the nation itself made money from the Olympics.
Nope.
Like, all the local businesses rake in a crap ton of money. But the overall, how much is spent by the country to host the Olympics and what they have to pay to have the Olympics there, and then, like, and how much they bring in just through tax has not equaled out in a long time.
Well, that's because everyone has to bid for the Olympics nowadays, and you're
right
to get it because the prestige value. Basically, a lot of the nations look at it. They realize it's not going to help the nation. It's going to help their smaller businesses.
Right.
So that's the kind of a trade-off they look at it. So, but they can bring down. They'll bid a lot less. They'll put their bid out there so they can get it. And if I was the Olympics, I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'd say, give me your bids. Oh, you got the best bid. I'll go with you. We're going to put you in over here.
And they make the decision like what, almost 10 years in advance.
I don't think it's that far in advance. I think they start about 10 years to get people's bids in for the 10 years.
I know by the time this Summer Olympics, after this Summer Olympics, they officially announce who the next Summer Olympics will be in 4 years.
Yeah.
But I think they already have, like, made the decision prior to that.
Oh, yeah. I think they start getting the bids and everything.
I really feel that they should give more than 4 years to a host nation to get their shit together. Because, I mean, England, when they did the Summer Olympics in London, they used a ton of existing structures. China, Beijing, when the Olympics were there, they built a bunch of structures that are now not being used at all. Atlanta, same situation. They built a number of locations that are not being used anymore. Yep. They're just sitting there rotting now.
Yeah, so we'll see. But it's a little interesting news if we see how they go about that next year.
Yeah.
So we do know that this weekend is All Out in Chicago area.
Yes, it is.
For AEW. Well, we have StarCast going on before the event. And during the event, I don't know if it was I think it was today, but I'm not sure exactly where it's what they were doing, but they have announced when AEW is coming back to Chicago.
Awesome.
And it will be for television.
Okay.
And there's no details yet, but it's going to be sometime in November, it looks like.
All right. From what I see, the date was November 22nd.
27th.
27th.
IGN. To be announced and all that. So what's going to be happening on those shows, obviously.
Right.
But yes. That'll be interesting. I'm sure the hot crowd that we're going to have there tomorrow night will be excited for that. Chicago is one of AEW's, like, if I had to pick their home territory, like you had WWE in Madison Square Garden, the Sirius Center is basically becoming AEW's hometown.
Yeah.
That's a much better improvement, Adam.
Sorry,
you had to ruin it.
No, I was trying to get rid of notifications and it didn't click it. It instead it went straight to the link instead, and I was like, that's not what I'm trying to do. Thank you. That's not what I pressed.
But anyway, so they'll be coming back, and like I said, AEW Sirius Center is basically becoming AEW's Madison Square Garden.
Oh, which reminds me, WWE decided to pull a power move on AEW and have basically blocked them from Madison Square Garden. because we all know WWE has a written verbal agreement that they get first kind of yes, no, we'll take that date instead over any other wrestling company with Madison Square Garden. And they have basically said to Madison Square Garden, look, no matter what, if AEW even chooses a date, we will put a show that night.
Yeah,
I'm like if I that's great.
If I was Madison Square Garden, I'd be like, if they're offering me, they're coming in with a good deal, I'm taking them because you guys been fucking us over lately, and you're only using us lately because we let G1 Supercard take place here, and you didn't like that. So now you're throwing some bones. I'd be like, nope. They come at us, we're giving it them. We won't even give you an initial.
In a perfect world, it would work that way. It doesn't because there are lawyers in the world who are like, we made an agreement. Sorry. That's called a contract.
A verbal agreement does not necessarily fall through, always mean it's a contract.
No, but I think it's actually a lot more than just a verbal agreement at this point.
I don't think it is, because if it was, they would have been able to block New Japan and Ring of Honor. No,
didn't they have NXT going on that night?
They did, and but they wouldn't even. Madison Square Garden would not have actually looked out for anyone else or anything like that if they could block them.
Yeah, I don't know.
So who knows? But if I was Madison Square Garden, I'd be like, if there is paperwork out there, do your best to get rid of it. Or if when it expires, don't re-sign something.
Yeah,
because you're the wrestling boom. And you can get more wrestling companies to come in there.
Yep.
Like AEW, you'll be better off.
It would be better. Just bring anybody in. It would be awesome.
Yes. So, but yes. All right. So, Adam, you were telling me about this. The Pro Wrestling Insider has their top 10 list.
The top 500. Their top 500 list has been published. To get the entire list, you have to go to pwinsider.com. And buy for $3.99 this month's issue. Smart move. Yeah, it's cheap. Go for it. I don't have the money right now to. Oh God.
Yeah, you have $50 that you can go to buy a pay-per-view tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm having an issue. $4 for the digital copy of the magazine, or $50 for AEW All Out.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get AEW's All Out instead and just try to find as many reports regarding the top 500.
Huge mistake, man. AEW's All Out is going to be a bad show. Just get the magazine. It'll be worth it.
I'm sorry. Have you met me?
I'm sorry. That old WWE loyalist that was always in me still exists in there and comes out every so often.
Come on. I like anything alternative to WWE while still watching WWE.
The clash is still there. It's happening. I've fought it a lot, but every so often it's like, no, AEW's evil.
But yeah, let's go right ahead and run down that top 10. You know what? What?
Go from 10 down.
Yeah,
don't go to number 1.
That's what I was gonna go with. All right.
Good.
So just up front, there are a bunch of WWE names in this top 10.
I don't believe you.
Outside of that warning, we got number 10, the aerial assassin Will Ospreay.
Okay.
I like him being in the top 10. I said this a while ago. Will Ospreay's 2019 is going to be the year that he skyrockets. And he has been skyrocketing this year. Good on you, Will. And by the way, I really enjoy your presence on Twitter because you are very open about who you are as a human being and what goes on within your life. I'm super thankful that you're just like, I struggle mentally. Everyone struggles mentally. Let's find something awesome and keep doing something awesome. I'm like,
Yeah.
All right, you're a positive dude. All right. I mean, at the same time, you are a complete and utter ass in the ring to other people and to your own body. You have no regard to your own personal safety. Come on, man. Let's jump down to number 9. Hiroshi Tanahashi, who also is having a very good year. Good on him. Now,
started out well.
Yes.
When he won the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. I don't know about lately, but we'll see.
Yeah. Number 8, it's the best bout machine, Kenny Omega. This for me was a surprise that he was only at 8.
No.
But earlier, when we were talking off before the show, you pointed out that really Kenny hasn't done too much this year. But I mean, the matches he's done have been very good.
Yeah, since Wrestle Kingdom, he took time off because he was going to AEW.
Right.
They didn't have wrestling until May, and they've only done 3 shows since then.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the 3 matches that he's done have been good. You know, his work with promo-wise with Jon Moxley has been very good, which we're disappointed that Moxley won't be doing, you know, All Out due to his elbow. But whatever.
Will he? Really? We'll talk about that. I have a theory.
You have a weird theory? A Vince Russo swerve on us? That this has been a work?
I'm stealing it from Wrestle Talk, but I have an idea.
Okay.
From them.
All right.
But
let's move on to number 7. This one actually surprised me because he's not in my top 10. But number 7, it's the big dog, Roman Reigns.
I said like I said off camera, off mic, I'm okay with this, but again, I do probably think he'd probably be better off in the top 15. But again, I'm okay with it because his storyline the last month has been really good on SmackDown until recently, where Vince has just been
Tuesday night SmackDown this past week was weird when it came to this storyline because of what had been going on prior to this. It just feels that like Roman Reigns has been left out of the loop of his own story.
It isn't left out of the loop, but it's a complete and utter moron for a month.
Like it really does. Like this week's promo between him and Daniel Bryan really did kind of come across as Roman Reigns is an idiot who's a full week behind on catching up with the news. He's just like, he's that guy that walks into work and he's just like, hey guys, did you hear about this new show on Netflix? It's called Friends. And everyone's just like, really? That's from the 90s. I mean, good on you for deciding to catch it. And he's like, no, it's brand new. It just came on. You're like, no, that's not how this works.
Hey Brian, did you look at the seasons? Yeah. How many are there? 10. Did a new show just start with 10 seasons automatically?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Come on, Roman. Really? But that entire promo came across that way. So other than that this week, Roman has had, I mean, great year. The comeback, his in-ring work has actually been very solid. I can't say that it's been outstanding.
Except for WrestleMania. Ugh. Okay.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Number 6. Oh, this one I kind of feel he should have been in the top 5, but that's personal. Johnny Gargano, Mr. Wrestling himself, or Johnny Wrestling himself.
Absolutely. He should be in the top 3.
I kind of feel like 2, 3. He hasn't... I'm not saying he's a number 1 guy.
Not yet. Maybe by the end of the year.
Oh, probably.
We say he should be there, but...
Yeah. 2020 might be his year then.
Yeah. But along with someone I know who's not in the top 10, Adam Cole should also be up there as well.
Yeah, I kind of feel that Adam Cole's... It's more their work. I'm judging more on their work.
Yeah.
Than their in-ring work than anything else. And that's why I don't know how PWI does it, but they probably have a lot more that goes into why somebody's at the spot that they're at.
Oh, I have a theory about it for this issue, but we'll get there when we
Okay.
get to the final, after we wrap this up.
So number 5, Kazuchika Okada.
I'm okay with that.
The dude, I kind of feel like, yes, we saw 2019 was 2018 was actually the big year for him. 2019 was kind of the, hey, I still got it. I'm still the champ. I'm still the big name here. 2019, I'm just like, how long is this guy going to be able to ride this wave? Like, the fans turned on John Cena the moment that he became the guy of the company.
Yeah.
Okada has just been riding this for a while now.
Well, first off, you really just fucked that up.
Why?
Because 2018 is when he dropped the belt to Kenny.
Right. That's why it's 2017.
But you said 2018.
Oh,
you
sorry
said
about that.
2019, and then in 2019. So you fucked up. Can we get a "you fucked up" chant going, please, people? That's
nope.
right. We have like 3 fans.
Yes. All 3 of them are like, no. And then just sit there.
Well, we don't know because we're recording this. They have to watch it before they can do it. So
who knows?
And the comment section is like, "You fucked up."
Oh, thanks. Thanks, guys.
So
number 4, Kofi Kingston.
he should be in the top 10.
Definitely a top 10 guy. He's had an amazing resurgence of a year, especially since pretty much the beginning of this year. It's been Kofi Mania all year.
His run, though, has not been that good as WWE champion.
No, because that's just the way that the WWE book things.
Yeah.
Like,
But he's still very popular, and he's still champion past SummerSlam, which was longer than I thought he was going to be champion. So
yeah.
He definitely belongs in the top 10, but not the top 5, I don't think.
Yeah. All right. Number 3 is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Honestly, with what his work has been this year within the WWE, he's not a top 10 guy for me.
No, he's in the top 10, but not top 5. I think he'd be closer to the top, like maybe 8, 9, 10. Because what he has brought to the WWE in his matches, the nuances in what he's doing, especially what he's doing with the OC. If they actually will let the OC run wild, like they should, not put the tag titles on them and then drop it a month later for a storyline to get your WWE champion, your Universal Championship matchup.
Look, you don't need to boost things by putting extra belts on people. Like, Becky made sense to having 2 belts, being Becky 2 belts. Because I kind of felt that the direction they were going in was a unification of the women's division.
It should have. But the Raw tag titles should have stayed on the OC. AJ being the U.S. champion, I think he should drop it and be challenging for the Universal.
It would be awesome.
This way, when Finn comes back, he can join the club and he can take the United States Championship, and you have that.
Yeah. And then you bring up the Undisputed Era, and the 4 of them battle each other. I mean, the 8 of them battle each other.
Maybe that's what they're waiting for Finn to come back and do that and really push the OC. But this is a stepping back. But I would definitely say AJ, I'm fine with being in the top 10.
Yeah.
But it's near the end of the top 10. Definitely not the top 5.
But that's our opinion. That's just our opinion. Ready for number 2? It's the Eco Warrior himself. And the dude who wears really, really awesome T-shirts every Raw, Daniel Bryan. Respect to the beard.
I'll give him a top 5 run. His Eco character by far is great.
Some of the best heel work I've seen from him in a long time.
Like I said to you off mic, if Kofi Mania didn't happen and get over like that, and he could be having the run that Kofi's been having.
Yeah.
With that character with ease, and still going strong with Rowan helping him out. but because of COVID Mania, he had some sidetracks, but he's still going strong with that character. And then while we've hit a hiccup with the storyline, who attacked Roman with his role was a good storyline.
Yeah.
I mean, willing to put over Buddy Murphy in a match? Wow.
Yeah.
They create new stars? Wow.
What?
I mean,
No.
same with Roman. Well, Roman didn't put him over with a victory. He did make him look strong and good.
He put him over with a loss. It was...
Yeah. So, oh wow, put people over when they lose? How do you do that? Nope, they lost. They're worthless.
No,
that's a Vince McMahon idea.
Whatever.
But yeah, so I'm okay with Bryan being in the top 5. I don't know necessarily 2, but definitely in the top 5.
Yeah. All right, and you ready for number 1?
I have a fear. I know who this is gonna be. Come on, the man, Becky Lynch.
Okay, that would be awesome. Instead, it's the man's man, Seth Rollins.
No.
And I really do feel that he needs to be introduced from now on as the man's man.
Especially since the man's man is getting married to the man.
Well, yeah, that's why he's the man's man. CrossFit Jesus is done. He's no longer CrossFit Jesus. He's the man. He is Mr. Becky Lynch.
Oh,
I want him to take Becky Lynch's last name. So it's Seth Lynch from now on. Because Becky's the man.
So, yeah, Seth should not be number 1.
No, I mean, yes, Seth has a very good work rate. He turns in matches constantly. I just feel that he's not... I mean, honestly, his out of WWE, his Twitter presence over quite some time, he's just been acting like a spoiled brat ass since Jon Moxley left the WWE.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I mean, he moved from being a total and utter obvious kiss ass to the company. Look, I understand not biting the hand that feeds you.
Yeah.
But going so far as to be a brown noser, little too hard.
Maybe that's his rebellion. Maybe he's been told to kiss the company's ass, and he's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna bite the hand. You know, I'm just gonna go full out and basically get to the point where people don't like me, even though the company wants me to be liked.
Yeah.
As in protest, that'd be awesome.
It's a weird thing because, I mean, I honestly. Now, he also gets the cover this year. So, this is the second time he's been on the cover, which he's moved now into exclusive territory. He's up there with John Cena, Austin, The Rock, and Hulk Hogan.
I don't think Hogan should have been there, but that's also just because Hogan's a talent and ass. No,
so the company that he's in is being number 1 twice. So I mean, I understand back in the 80s, Hogan would have gotten number 1 at least 2 times.
Yeah.
John Cena through the 2000s, of course he would get it at least once.
Yep.
Austin totally makes sense. The Rock at their peak totally makes sense. Oh, and Triple H.
I can see Triple H too, though.
Now, my only problem is I look at all of them, and I have said that, you know, Austin, once he got on that role of being Austin 316, Stone Cold, you knew that he was going to be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah.
The Rock, when he got on to being The Rock, when that solidified, you knew he was going to be a Hall of Famer. Hulk Hogan, you knew. I mean, honestly, if anyone wasn't paying attention, you knew he was a Hall of Famer almost the first time he won a championship. So,
yeah, I don't know. This Hulk Hogan being a Hall of Famer, I'm just not sold on it.
Really? I mean, he was the face of the industry for a while.
Was he though?
Okay, thanks. John Cena had the presence to go, yeah, this is a guy who's going to be remembered for a very long time and put into the Hall of Fame because of it. Yeah. Triple H was another one that you're like, no, because of your decisions to marry the daughter of the man running wrestling. Okay, you've put yourself in a position to become a Hall of Famer. I actually do not see Seth Rollins being as a Hall of Famer right now.
No, neither do I. But he's still wrestling. He still has a long career, hopefully ahead of him.
Yeah.
So that could change. But here's my theory about this, because you have how many WWE guys in the top 5?
6. 1, 2, 3,
in the top
4.
5?
Oh, 4 in the top 5. Yeah, no, 6 in the top 5.
Yeah, exactly. Now this is my opinion, so don't take it as fact, though. Even though what I say is fact, because I'm just that good.
Wow. Tone down that ego, buddy.
WWE, I feel like WWE just went to Pro Wrestling Insiders like, we need this. We bring it here. Like, we'll pay you. They bought it.
I mean, also, WWE's the big boy on the block. So they still, when you're signed with them, you get basically bonus points for being there.
I know.
If you're not with them, you have to work even harder to get yourself up in these higher numbers.
And it shouldn't be like that, unfortunately.
I wish it wasn't. I really wish it wasn't. But the world of pro wrestling still looks at... I mean, rankers of wrestling still look at the WWE as the top of the pile and the promised land. I kind of feel that due to the way that WWE handicaps everyone once they get there, I kind of feel that yes, it's where the money is. It's not where the action is. No.
But again, at the same time, we know it's possible to break the top, make the top 1 and the top 5, and not be in WWE. But yeah. I feel like this kind of comes up when you have that many people in the top 5, and we easily went through each and every single one of them. How many did we say of those 4 should be in there? 1.
Yeah.
And that just kind of shows me that to me it's very obviously biased in my opinion. But I wouldn't be surprised if maybe not money, but they said, hey, we need this. We need Seth Rollins to be number 1.
It allows the WWE to promote Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Yeah.
So
and not just that, but it's also saying, see, we're still the big dogs. We're the big dogs.
Yeah.
You need to be paying attention to us, not them over there, not AEW. How many did they get in there? Oh, they got one guy. He's not even near. He's near the end of the top 10. So obviously he's not worth it.
It's like, well, he's only done 5 matches this year, so.
But that's his thing. And so we have one more piece of news before we have to move on to our predictions, which was going to take Adam like a decade to predict because he takes so fucking long.
Are you kidding me? What? Me? You have taken an hour by itself for 5 matches before. Come on, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about. So, WWE legend, a Hall of Famer, is trying to trademark Becky Lynch's nickname. I'll give you one guess who that is.
Let's see. We know the nickname. It's the Man. Hall of Famer. Okay.
Yes. A legend.
Hogan? I mean, I could see him being like, yeah, I'm the Man.
No. You are wrong. Because of that, you instantly lose all predictions for this weekend.
No, that is not true. That is not happening at all. Anyway.
No. It's Ric Flair. The Ric Flair is trying to trademark the Man.
You mean the Nature Boy, Ric Flair?
Yes.
I don't really see this happening.
Neither do I. I mean, especially since if you look at any sport, some of the greats could easily say, no, that's me. I'm the man of my sport.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be too vague, or too many people could claim it. And also, I have a feeling WWE will be like, no, we need that for Becky Lynch.
We already have that.
Well, they probably have the man Becky Lynch trademark.
Most likely.
But they'd be like, no, we want the man trademark as well. But even though I don't even think WWE could get that trademark, because I think too many people would say, no, that I can use. I've been using that too.
Right.
So pick any big name guy in any sport, and
somebody's named themselves the man of something.
Yeah, or someone's referred to them as the man of their sport.
Right.
Wayne Gretzky could easily be said the man of hockey.
Yeah.
So it's too vague, but we'll see. But it's interesting on that one. All right, Adam, it's time.
It's time
for our predictions. Okay,
Yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, we gotta clarify something for you that we have talked about earlier today. So since there's 3 shows happening on Saturday,
Yes.
we've decided that for a clear chain of if the predictions championship changes hands, how this happens. Because Royal Quest and Takeover Cardiff is around the same time in the same in England. So one could win, I could defend, and Adam could then win the other one, and it'd be like, oh, what happened? So we decided a clear order, and it's based on the start of a showtime. Since Royal Quest starts at 5:30 local time, and Takeover starts at 7 local time, the order will go in Royal Quest, Takeover, All Out. So
Okay.
Whoever wins Royal Quest, either I retain or Adam is the new champion. Then whoever wins Takeover is either still the champion or the new champion, and same goes on for there.
Okay.
So if the Takeover ends up ending before Royal Quest,
Doesn't matter.
we know who won that, but we still don't have. I'm still champion until Royal Quest is over, and either I've retained or Adam has won it.
Yeah.
And then if Adam won Takeover,
I'm winning it all.
He just knew he retained it. That's all that happens. So it makes it so much easier saying, well, I won this one, but you won this one. Well, they were at the same time, so who's the champ going into all? So it's just a clear. We know how this works.
I'm glad that you overly complicated a clearing up of something.
That's what I do.
Okay. I don't know why you do. Never mind. All right, let's get into the matches of New Japan Pro Wrestling's Royal Quest.
You know exactly why I do that. It's for my own
Because
entertainment.
yeah, you have to do it.
Exactly.
All right. Let's kick off this show. All right. First, right
Gum?
away. Yeah.
You want some gum?
No, I'm good. I mean, by the time it gets here, it's probably going to be stale anyway.
Well, you should just reach through the screen. You can touch it. It's okay. It'll happen.
Whatever. Okay, let's start off. The show's starting off with a 6-man tag team match. It's Ryusuke Taguchi, Shota Umino, and Ren Narita versus Roppongi 3K, Rocky Romero, Sho, and Yo.
Outside of those, I only know Roppongi 3K. That's
Yep.
all I may know who some of these guys are. I think I recognize the first guy. I think he was in the Super J Cup and did okay. Or maybe he was in the G1. The name looks familiar. I just can't remember. So for that reason, I'm going to go with Roppongi 3K.
I'm going to have to tend to agree with you on Roppongi 3K out of the I don't know the other guys right now. That's all it is.
Okay. So the next one is going to be Kota Ibushi and Juice Robinson versus the Bullet Club. You can tackle the names because I will butcher them.
That's representing Bullet Club for this match is Yujiro Takahashi and Hikuleo. I hope I pronounced that one correctly. I'm so sorry if I haven't.
That was the one I was worried about really butchering. I knew Tanahashi. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna butcher it, even though I'm pretty sure I know how to say it.
I mean, I probably should use like, there's a Google app that allows you to like type in a name or a word and it will pronounce it for you. I'm like, all right.
I use Google Translate.
Okay.
I'll just have it read it to me. So that's how I do it for stuff. See, Bullet Club I kind of like, but Kota Ibushi just won the G1, so.
Yep.
Adam, you go first because I went first last time.
I'm sticking with Juice Robinson and Kota Ibushi.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were gonna go with Bullet Club.
Nope. I'm not going with Bullet Club on this one. I feel that Kota and Juice are on such a tear right now as individual stars that they need to continue staying strong.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm thinking too. I kind of want to go with Bullet Club just to counter you, but at the same time, I'm like, if it wasn't Kota Ibushi in the match, I think that you could make an argument for Bullet Club. But yeah, I'm going the same. So we're agreeing on 2 of the matches right now. If this continues, I retain by default before the match even the card even happens.
Nope, that's not going to happen. There will be something I disagree with you on at some point.
Oh, I'm sure too. Oh, I disagree with you at all times just for the hell of it.
Oh, you son of a... That would just be mean.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that because I'm in to win it because I want to win it.
Exactly.
Good.
All right. Next up, we have Chaos, represented by Will Ospreay and Robbie Eagles, versus Bullet Club, represented by Taiji Ishimori and El Phantasmo. Who do you have, Tim?
I didn't realize El Phantasmo was part of Bullet Club.
Yeah.
I'm going Bullet Club because I think they're building to El Phantasmo and Will Ospreay for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. So, I think Will Ospreay and Chaos could win it, go easily, but I have a feeling this is where they're gonna use this as another way of stepping to build towards Will Ospreay and El Phantasmo.
Okay.
Because El Phantasmo just won the Super G Cup.
Exactly. Super J Cup.
Super J Cup, yeah.
The Super G Cup. Sup, G's.
So what's yours going to be?
I am actually taking Chaos. Because I really feel my boy Will Ospreay is going to be dominating and taking it to El Phantasmo. I
can definitely see that. I mean, it's one of those where that match right there. That's where it could go either way.
Yeah.
Because either way, it builds towards that same match. Will Ospreay got his win back, but it was a tag match. But in a singles match, El Phantasmo has a win over him. So you have that. Okay. So next matchup is a tag team matchup.
Would you like me to?
All on you, buddy.
Okay. So we've got Los Ingobernables de Japón, represented by Tetsuya Naito and Sanada, versus Bullet Club, represented by Jay White and Chase Owens. Now, I'm going with LIDJ.
Okay. Why?
Because it's Naito? Come on.
Yeah.
And I also feel that Jay White is still in that I lost post-struggle that he's been dealing with, which he hasn't been weak, but he's been struggling to get to finish matches to get the win.
See, I'm going with them as well because I see Jay White. For the life of me, I cannot think of who Chase Owens is. I've heard the name before. I'm pretty sure I've seen him, but for the life of me, I cannot think or picture who he is. And for that reason, I have to go with the people I do know.
So, Chase is the kind of the bro of the group.
Doesn't help.
Oh, sorry. Because I see them all together, I always for me, it's just like these people, he's one of the side guys for Bullet Club.
So I just so you know, I've decided to fill us in for number 5 for both of us. I have God for us.
Yeah, very smart move. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa have been like dominating. Gorillas of Destiny are look, they're not dropping the IWGP heavyweight tag team belts to Rev Pro's random tag team that's going to be facing off against them.
Yes, they're having a tournament that I didn't realize was going on, but to see who would challenge for this. But I mean, if they want a big surprise, it could happen because they do have a good working relationship with Rev Pro.
True,
it would be that could be a good way to do it. I just don't. I looked at the tournament really briefly, and like I don't know any of who these people are.
Well, I mean,
it's Guild of Destiny. I'm sticking with them.
This is like when God was going up against the Briscoes for the. Well, I mean, it was at one point the IWGP tag belts, the Ring of Honor tag belts. I don't see them dropping the IWGP belts to anybody outside of a known Japanese tag team or New Japan tag team.
Yeah. Or someone, if they do, it would be someone who has they've worked with them, they come over to New Japan all the time to work, like Juice.
Yes.
If they have that kind of deal, it's not just with Ring of Honor, but someone who does have a signed contract with Ring of Honor, with New Japan along with Ring of Honor, I could see that happening. Should I just fill in number 6 for us as well as Kenta?
Damn you, yes, definitely fill it in as Kenta. I mean, Tomohiro Ishii is going to put up a fight. Like, there's no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah.
But Kenta just joined Bullet Club, just had that big, not match, but definitely a spot with, oh God. I'm literally blanking on the guy that he just had that spot with.
I have no clue.
Oh, come on.
Outside the G1 and who won, I knew he turned to the Bullet Club. I can't. Outside him beating up his own mentor, who is still waiting for get clear to come back to wrestling, because I have no clue.
I'm sorry. I'm working my way through.
Should I just put Zack Sabre Jr. down for us as well?
On the British heavyweight?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. Do it. I do believe that he he'll be definitely doing that. He'll be winning that one. He's retaining it.
No. Well, I could see them have him drop the belt to Hiroshi Tanahashi because the Red Pro has used New Japan Stars as a champion before.
That's true.
But I'm going to go with Zack Sabre Jr. I think that's going to be their big win for the British Rev Pro. All right, so here comes the challenging one. Is Okada going to successfully defend his title against his challenger? I'm not even going to bother trying to say his name. I'm going to butcher it. I feel like I could say it, but then I'll say it and I'll butcher it.
Nope, never mind. God dang it.
Nope.
It put me back to the very, I accidentally clicked on something, and for Kenta's thing, it put me all the way, frick off. All right, you know what? Mobile version of Wikipedia, go fuck yourself. You are way too easy to randomly click on something. I'm like, scroll. Oh, I clicked on that. Sorry. Okay, so this is Kazuchika Okada versus Minoru Suzuki. Singles match for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Most likely a 60-minute time limit, because it seems to be that every championship, they immediately are like, 60-minute time limit.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Because I looked this up on their card. 4 matches have 60 minutes.
Well, I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 championship matches.
Yep. So basically, if you look at the order we went this, and the first 2 matches have 20 minutes. The second 2 matches have 30 minutes, and the last 4 have a 60-minute time limit.
I highly doubt we're going to see 4-hour show for 4 matches. I highly doubt we're going to see that.
But it's a 60-minute time limit because you do use the 60. They do use time limits,
Right.
which is good. So if I had to pick a match that was going to go 60 minutes, it's going to be Kenta.
Yes.
This match with Okada, I think it absolutely could go along, but it's not going to go a full 60 minutes. I think at the most it'll roll 40 at the most.
40, 45. Yeah, and this is going to look, as much as we've said that Okada's awesome. I mean, he's top 5 at PWI 500 this year. Suzuki, dude, Okada, I am so sorry that you're getting in the ring with this guy. He is going to hurt you, and he's not there to outdo you. He's out there to hurt you until you don't get back up.
I still remember his matchup for the Never Openweight at Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how are these guys not concussed?
Oh, I mean, not just that. How does your chest not collapse from some of these chops?
Yeah. And so I just could not believe, so this is going to be a brutal match. And at the same time, he's been going through, chaos, beating them.
Yep.
So now he wants to go challenge for a championship he has never held.
Exactly.
And the question is, you could give him the belt. Okada could then win it back at some point.
Exactly.
Really
Yep.
Before he goes and drops it to Kota Ibushi. Mm-hmm. But my feeling here is, I'm going with Okada.
Okay. I mean, I don't blame you. I really do think that Okada's going to retain here, but it's going to be one of those that, much like with Omega, Okada's going to go the distance.
Oh yeah.
And just come out on top.
Oh yeah. This is not going to be a decisive, a victory where he comes out and he just wins like his normal fashion. He survives this.
Yes. This isn't a 20-minute Okada just comes out and beats people up for a little while and then calls it a day. No. This is going to be, Suzuki's just going to be, come on, get up, kid. I'm going to hit you until you can't get up, and then I'm going to pin you.
Yep.
And Okada's just going to have to be like, no, I have to just keep getting back up. That's all it's going to be Rocky. Rocky's Okada's just that character that they have that's just like, no, he just keeps getting back up.
And by getting back up, he's going to be more like, no matter what he gets hit with, he just happens to get his shoulder off the mat
exactly.
at the last second.
Now, I do like the fact that they build him as being like the Hulk Hogan-esque, every move he does is more powerful. Everything he does, he has more power than everyone else. But unlike Hogan, who got beat up for 6 minutes and then stood up, shook a finger at somebody, hit 3 moves, and called it a day, Okada's like, no, I can do a 45-minute match and make people believe at 30 minutes that I'm going to lose, and then we just turn it around.
Yep. So, who are you going to pick?
Okada.
Okay.
This is one of those that I want to be wrong, just for the surprise.
Yeah. So it is official. We disagree on one match.
So someone is walking out as a winner.
Yes. Especially since it's so hard to come up with actual questions for New Japan.
Yeah. Will CM Punk be showing up?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So you know how funny that would be is if CM Punk truly was annoyed with AEW and he didn't want to go back to WWE, so he decided, hey, New Japan, I want to come over and wrestle Kenta and a few other people and then retire.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
This card as a giant FU to AEW.
Oh, that would be, I mean, that would be cool, but I mean, I really would love to see a Kenta Punk match.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The GTS versus the GTS.
Oh, yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move on to Takeover Cardiff for NXT UK.
I'm sorry, you pronounced it wrong. It's Takeover Cardiff.
Cardiff.
The Welsh accent actually is a lot like a Boston accent. First of all, they drive cars, they park things.
So NXT UK Cardiff.
Cardiff. Come on, get it right, Cardiff.
Cardiff. It's Cardiff. Because I'm speaking with an American accent. That's how I speak.
I speak with a Boston accent, so it's Cardiff.
No, you don't.
I'm from New England, all right, kid. Jeez.
You don't have the New England accent, though.
No, I really don't. It's weird.
You have more of a New York, upstate New York accent, which is weird.
I don't even know why. It doesn't. I've never lived in that area.
Yeah, which is weird. Okay, so here's something I just want to bring up really quickly. I noticed this immediately when I was putting our predictions card together on the Excel drive.
Okay.
The number one matchup for NXT Cardiff is Toni Storm versus Kaylee Lee Ray. Usually that's always where the main event is.
I mean, usually.
So, usually. And so I'm just what I'm saying. But if you go back, it's almost always where it is on there. Is this going to be our main event? I think it'd be awesome.
Maybe.
I don't think it is, but I noticed that, and I haven't seen them change something like this really ever. So take it with a grain of salt, but that would be awesome. Especially since Toni Storm has been champion since January.
Wow.
So I actually thought the person who's going to be taking the belt off of Toni Storm was Piper Niven, who is known as Viper on the indie scene.
Okay.
Because she signed and then she came in, but then from what I gathered, she didn't really do anything. They're not doing anything with her or not. Maybe they are. I don't know. I don't watch
who
NXT
knows?
UK. But I saw Kaylee Ray sign, and then all of a sudden, she's getting a huge push. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But we're gonna start with number 5 and work our way up.
All right.
So Adam, the first matchup is Travis Banks versus Noam Dar.
Noam Dar. I'm sorry, dude. You've got a pretty cool name. It just me saying it always comes across as being like the idiot, the most idiotic thing I could say at the moment. Noam Dar.
Yeah, same here. The way I just said it, it sounded like I felt like I was butchering his name.
It's like I'm sorry, dude.
Terrible.
Honestly,
you do have a cool name.
I'm taking Travis Banks on this one.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I gotta do a quick Google quick search because one of these matches that are not for a title is a last man standing match.
Oh yeah, that's the next match.
Oh, it is the next match? Okay,
yep.
That's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure. So you're going with Travis Banks?
Yes, I am.
Well, good. I'm gonna go with the guy who has the cool name.
Noam Dar?
Yeah, I have no clue who's the head. I know who, I recognize him, but I was like, you know what? He's a cool name. I have no idea. I think I know who Travis Banks is. No clue what's going on with their storyline. I'll go with the guy who has a cool name.
Honestly, I have no idea what's going on with NXT UK. It's outside of my bubble that I normally pay any attention to. So, yeah, that's going to be a thing. All right.
But if the Blackpool is anything, this is going to be an awesome show.
Exactly.
I remember the NXT UK, the WWE UK Championship match that went like nearly almost an hour, and no one was expecting that.
Right.
And it was an awesome fucking match.
Okay.
So
next
matchup is in a last man standing match. Dave Mastiff. Okay. I'm gonna say Mastiff because it sounds cooler.
No, it's not Mastiff. It's Mastiff.
Mastiff versus
He's not
Joe
French.
Coffey. Mastiff.
Oh, fuck off.
In a last man standing match. I'm going with Joe Coffey because he was the guy who was actually in the challenging for the NXT UK championship. That lasted far better, and he came out looking like a star in that match. So I'm going with that one. I have no clue what the storyline is. All I know is something about Payback, but I have no clue who it is or what. So, Adam, who do you pick?
I'm taking Coffee for the simple reason that, one, his last name is Coffee, and I love the drink, and two, he's Scottish. Don't fuck with the Scots, okay, man? Just don't. Let sleeping dogs lie. Seriously, when they get worked up, you can't understand what they're trying to yell at you. So it's cool.
Especially with people. Same goes for people with a heavy Irish accent.
Oh, come on.
Not all Irish.
I can understand the Irish lilt.
But only people who have very
Oh,
thick.
it's the super thick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
you
like,
can't understand what they're saying half the time, regardless. But
honestly, it's
Scottish,
like
I can understand that.
it's like a Midwestern accent here in the U.S. Sometimes you just cannot understand what people are saying, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Was that English?
All right. So our next matchup is the first of 3 title matches. This is Zach Gibson and James Drake defending their NXT UK Tag Team Championships as they won again in January.
Cool.
Versus Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster.
Flash Morgan Webster.
Yeah, I was looking for. I thought there was gonna be a divide there, but I forgot it's way over here. Versus Gallus. Versus Wolfgang, and I can't remember who the other guy is.
Mark Coffey.
Okay. So first off,
he's the younger brother of Joe Coffey.
Yeah, I knew that.
I did not know that. Okay.
This is another championship that was determined at Blackpool. The champions have been going strong.
Good.
Is this a time? Are we going to see new NXT Tag Team Champions? Because that's going to be one of our questions. But anyway, who do you pick?
Hold on. That's a tough one. You know what? I'm gonna stick with Zach Gibson and James Drake. The champions are retaining.
Okay. I'm going with the new champions of Mark Andrew and Flash Morgan Webster. I was gonna go with Gallus, but I decided to go with these because I could see them pulling a. Either these guys are gonna be one of those who are gonna take the pinfall, or they're gonna win it.
All right.
Ah, come on.
Wolfgang. Another Scotsman. Yeah, Wolfgang is not winning. Gallus is not winning. I'm sorry.
I think at some point they will, but it's not.
It's not right now.
Okay, so should I just put Walter down for both of us for this pick?
I really feel like, yeah, you probably should. I'm so sorry, Tyler Bate. Walter's gonna chop you into next week, and then catch up with you and chop you back to this week, just so he can then chop you 4 weeks ahead, and then catch up with you there and go, "Are you okay? You're done here, right? Okay."
And he's gonna chop him one more time just to finish him.
Well, then it's to even things out. Then it puts him back where he's supposed to be.
I do think this is going to be a good matchup. Tyler Bate is super strong. I think he's going to be a good challenger for Walter.
Oh, yeah.
But he's not going to be the person who takes the belt off of Walter.
No. Not this. 6'4", 297. My God, Walter.
Yeah. All right. So according to Wikipedia, we have no clue this will be the main event or not. I think that'd be cool if they did. But for the NXT Women's Championship, UK Women's Championship, we have Toni Storm defending her championship against Kaylee Ray. Not to be confused with AEW's Kylie Ray.
Exactly. Try not to do that. Thank you for Wikipedia for doing that, adding that in as well.
Yes. Which I was confused about when Kaylee Ray was first signed with AEW. I was like, oh, they got Kaylee. And I'm like, oh, that's a Kylie, not a K.
Yeah.
So, but yes, I'm gonna go with new champion.
Okay. You're saying Kaylee Ray is going to take this over. Honestly, I'm going to say this right now. Kaylee Ray comes across the name just by itself. I'm like, so she's blonde and from, I don't know, Alabama? Hi, y'all. I'm Kaylee Ray.
And she's not.
No, but I immediately, here's my mom, Retta May. Retta May Ray. And I'm Kaylee Ray. May Ray.
Yep.
We have a lot of numbers around here. A lot of family around here. Okay. So we're going to go all out. Sorry.
I want you to meet her and do that in front of her and see what happens.
It would. I want to do it and be like, look, this is purely a joke, and because I used to live in Alabama, this is funny. She's like, oh my god, that accent, it's absolutely horrible. And I'm like, oh, just wait until I get to my English accent. You'll really hate me then.
Yeah. So who are you gonna pick?
I'm sticking with Toni Storm. Toni is going to get this.
Okay. She's been on fire. Cause, in October, it will be 1 year since you won the Mae Young Classic season 2.
Yes.
And went on to win the UK Women's Championship at Blackpool. So it could be the case. I just don't know. From the few people I know of the women in NXT UK, there aren't that many women recognizable, so I don't know who you would take to put the belt on if you don't put it on her.
Right.
But because now that spoilers for people who, if you don't want to know, but Rhea Ripley, who was the first UK Women's Champion, made an appearance in the tapings for NXT down here.
Whoa.
And she ended up having a match with Shayna Baszler that ended in a DQ when she attacked her with a weapon because, Shayna's posse came out. Rhea Ripley just had, like, the best, they just showed it, the best stare-down promo with Shayna Baszler. Yeah.
Where Shayna started to bring the mic up, and Rhea just ripped it right out of her hands and went, "You've beaten everyone here. Except me."
Yep.
I was like, this woman is here to fight.
So they could be building towards that match, their next takeover, which isn't until November. So that's a long build, which is fine.
You can keep it going by having basically Shayna just be like, "Look, I'm not giving you the shot at me right away. You got to beat my friends."
Well, that's the thing is because with NXT, with the NXT going to the USA in September, they can figure out ways that they could actually help people recognize Rhea if that's what the next opponent is going to be for Shayna, which I think it should be. That'd be actually a really good one.
Yeah.
Is you could build up with her having some matches with some people over the few weeks, and then do like a 6-man tag or tag team and actually get a victory over Shayna, giving her a reason to challenge there, all that. You could build it up over. Triple H is a masterful. We're looking at this. We have almost 3 months worth of TV to build that feud. Normally it would be fine because he'd build it over like every other week with tapings. So it would be only 2 of the TV tapings for like October. September, October area, we would actually see this because he knows how to do it. But with TV, I think he'll still figure it out.
Okay.
But we'll get more exposure to Rhea so we can actually see what it is. And she would actually be a good candidate if we can't get my girl Dakota Kai to come back and beat Shayna, because that's who I think should beat her. But I'm okay with Rhea if she's gonna do it. All right, so we agree on all but 2.
I'm just going to point this out. That's the fastest you've done in anything NXT, and it only took you almost 20 minutes.
That's also because, it didn't take me just 20 minutes. I just talked a lot about different things. I already had my predictions in, though.
That's what you do, though.
No. When I take a lot of time for NXT, I'm weighing my options, and I haven't made I haven't picked. I had my picks done.
Mm-hmm.
I just was talking about Rhea Ripley and who to go after it already was done. Okay, so the first question is going to be, are we going to see how many championships are going to change hands? We have 3 options.
I did not see what I wrote down, what I've got for predictions.
You have all 3 champions retaining.
So 0.
Will change hands. So you're going 0. I'm going to go. I have all 3, so I'm going to go 2 though. I gotta do that. Do we want to do the standard? Will we see a debut of a new NXT star?
Nah.
For the UK?
Because it's NXT UK, I don't really see.
I think they will. I honestly think they will.
It's CM Punk. Will CM Punk make an appearance at NXT UK Takeover Cardiff?
Because there is a potential draw. No, there actually is a potential draw here. If I win one of the ones we disagree on, and you win the other one, and the other ones we're all right on or we're wrong on, we still even out. We could draw, so we have to have a question. One question.
Oh, that's the
determine
championships.
Yep. So here's the thing. It's gonna be if we have to go to the question, it's whoever is the closest.
All right.
Without
going over.
Yeah. So I actually went over. So if it's one championship change hands, we're tied again. So we have to go without going over.
Are you saying only one championship is changing hands?
No, I have 2.
2. Okay.
2. No, fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna go with. I have 3. I'm going with 3.
Okay.
So that way there's no if and or but.
So if only one changes hands, I win
get the victory.
All right.
If a 2 change hands, I get it. If all 3 am right, I have a feeling I'm gonna wish I didn't do this.
No, if only 2 changes hands, you still went over. So you.
No. We're not doing the over thing.
Aw, damn it.
That's because if we were 1 apart, then yeah, going over. But because we're so far apart, whoever's the closest, regardless.
Woohoo! Hey, gotta give a quick shout out. New follower on Twitter, at 365 Wrestles, now following us. Thanks, buddy. You got a shout out.
Only if you would listen to this show.
Who knows?
You should tweet him back saying, "Hey, I just give you a shout out in my podcast, wrestling podcast. It goes up Saturday. You should listen." It'll be up tomorrow. You mean? Oh yeah, it's Friday. For some reason, I thought today was Thursday.
Why would you think that?
I don't know. Now that I don't have to go to class for a month, my mind frame is all over the place. All right, so we are on AEW All Out. We have 10 matches, 2 on the pre-show, or what they like to call the buy-in.
Yep.
Card. We have 2 questions. Just for the hell of it, we're gonna go from the pre-show, work our way up. So the first one is we have Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans. I am going with Private Party.
Yeah, I feel that this is where Private Party's going to step up and really show, especially since the segments that they've been in being the Elite, where they're kind of just super kicking the Young Bucks all over the place, and the Young Bucks are like, you know what? I like it.
I think Private Party is going to be a big part of the tag team tournament, so they're going to want to use them. And Angelico and Jack Evans, they haven't won a match since they came in.
Nope.
But I think they're a long-term plan for the company, not an immediate plan. Okay. So, for that. All right, so we have the 21 women Casino Battle Royale.
Which we only know, like 11 people?
Yeah. I'm just going to put Britt Baker down for both of us.
Nope.
Why? Who are you going to put down?
I am... So here's the thing. Allie.
Ooh, you're going with Allie.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor going around right now, that it's actually going to be Allie winning this.
I could see that. She wouldn't be a bad one. She has a big recognizable name.
I think that if Brandy won, it would be like the fans would react to it as nepotism. They'd be like, no. Brandy Rhodes is not walking out here and just getting herself put into the championship match. I feel that would be too much of a backlash this early. Maybe a couple of years down the line, she finally moves up.
No.
Either that or just keep her on the outskirts of it.
I think she'd be fine with it. I think fans would be fine with it because you use Awesome Kong, who's in the match, to help her. Because it's only a spot in the match. It's not winning. She's not winning the women's championship.
No. I'm saying, but still, like, there have been enough. So there's a weird IWC backlash to Cody being in any match and winning that match because Cody's booking himself to win. I'm like, guys, you do know that at some point Cody can't just keep losing every single match he's in. It doesn't work that way.
Also, the fact that it's not Cody who determines who wins his matches. It's the man who runs the company.
Yeah. And hasn't it been said that both Cody, all four of them, they don't book their own matches.
Yeah.
So they're not the ones making the decision on whether or not they win. They give that to Tony. They're like, Tony, you book us as if you think we should win it or not.
Well, the thing is, like, Young Bucks, in their interview, I can't remember what's his name, who's now a backstage announcer, interviewer.
Yep.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head. They said we would book ourselves to lose, and Tony's like, no, you're winning.
Honestly, they are the most recognizable faces within that company right now. So you have your recognizable people winning. I also love the fact that AEW is like, we're tossing out the whole heel face idea, which you saw with the promos when Kenny found out that Jon Moxley was no longer able to be in the match. Kenny turned heel mid-promo.
I don't think they're not getting rid of heels. They're not, because Shawn Spears is clearly a heel. But they're getting away from the idea that you can't have two heels have a match.
Oh, no. Well, what they said was the hard idea of heel face, as WWE does it. They're getting rid of that one. What it is, it's dependent more on the matchup.
Well, yeah. And the story you're telling.
Yeah. So you could have a match between, we'll say, MJF and, I don't know, Jimmy Havoc, where MJF technically is the face of that story, and Jimmy's the one being the heel and going after MJF.
Yeah.
MJF is still a heel, and he's an ass, and he'll always act that way. But in that situation, he's the face. He's the good guy of it. Technically.
We're going to have those people who are absolutely baby faces, who are actually heels. Jericho is the heel.
Oh, yeah. Adam Page is going to be a face.
You have to have these established people who are always going to be a heel for a time period.
Right.
We have other people who can transition based on the situation, but
Kenny, the Young Bucks, Cody, those are guys that can fluctuate between face and heel and not pull a big show where they walk into the match face, they walk out of the match heel, and then halfway up the ramp as they turn face again. Like, it's not going to be that type of situation.
I do think we'll eventually see these guys, the Young Bucks, Cody, establish their official alignment where they fall majority over time. But right now, Cody's main job is to get people over. Like, that's why he got Darby Allin over.
Holy crap!
He's trying to get Shawn Spears as to be a bigger name, like he should be. So he's playing more of in Darby Allin's case, he was more of the heel. Now he's the face with Shawn Spears. So it's one of these things where it's like But I think we'll eventually see Cody say, "No, I'm a heel."
Yeah,
I'm going to be mostly playing.
It shows in that regard that Cody is the first one to be like, "No, against Darby, I'm the asshole in that situation. Against my brother, I could be the asshole, or we could both be the bad guy. Or it's just two brothers settling a feud. Against Sean Spears, Cody kind of comes across as being the confused, why are you coming at me? So I mean, all of that can, the way that you write or have an idea of a character, they don't always have to go by the standard guidelines of heel and face.
No. Before we do that, before we move on, because I have made my pick.
Okay.
Is the idea is you can do a lot more within the face heel dynamic than WWE thinks you can.
Oh, yeah.
Let me rephrase that. Vince thinks you can.
Right. I mean, the face has to always be the superhero good guy. The heel always has to be a dastardly bad guy.
Yeah. A babyface always has to smile.
No,
they don't.
No, they don't.
Tell Roman Reigns to smile more because he doesn't smile.
And when he does, it's confusing.
Baker, by the way.
All right. So we're gonna work from the bottom up.
Yeah. You did Private Party, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So you have Allie, I have Britt Baker.
Yep.
Should I just put SoCal and censor?
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Yes. I see you. Yeah, that's that is totally true. That's going to happen. I mean, I love Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, but Marco Stunt is... Yeah. He is... Look, he's a small man. Totally honest. I'm not I expect a great match out of the three of them, but I don't see them winning unless Luchasaurus is carrying that team, both literally and figuratively.
Here's the thing, though. I'm gonna go with Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt for one reason.
What?
And I'm giving this credit to Wrestle Talk because I think it was Lori Blake, El Ficador. It may have been Luke Owens, but I'm not sure. But he pointed out that Jungle Boy is a good-looking guy with a great set of hair.
Yes.
And they've been advertising him a lot as part of the advertising for AEW and television and everything. Yeah. And they clearly want to use him.
Well, I mean, there's also a secondary reason for that. His father was Luke Perry.
That's another reason. Also, they're looking to go with the heartthrobs.
Right.
That you don't have in wrestling. So... on their big pay-per-view, giving Jungle Boy a big win over people like SCU, it won't hurt them to lose.
No. Christopher Daniels could pretty much walk into the ring, poop in the center of it, and get cheered for it.
Eat it.
No. That's the moment that everyone would stop and go, okay, that's too much. We can't handle this anymore. Too much.
No, that's when everyone's like, what just happened? Like, they're confused.
You see one person just being like, throws their hands up, walks out of the building. Can't do this anymore. I'm done. No. Wrestling's fake. I'm out. Like, that got too real for me. Nope.
It wasn't the thing of shit.
Wrestle Talk retires. All of the guys just, nope, we're out. This is Penisplex we could handle. The tampon incident, we could handle that.
The bootplex we could handle.
Yeah, this eating shit in the ring, too far. Wrestling is dead. Sorry.
But here's the thing, not AEW, but somehow WWE goes out of business.
Exactly. Oh, totally.
But
well, because they see it as that's the next level. So immediately they have someone actually killed in the ring.
Yeah.
It's like, you actually killed somebody in the ring.
And Vince goes to jail for the...
Exactly.
All right, so the next matchup is Rio versus, I can't say her name.
Hikaru Shida?
There we go. I was going to say something completely different. I think I would have gotten Shida correct, but not her first name.
Okay.
Anyway, this is the matchup that will determine the other person who will get in the matchup to declare the first AEW Women's Champion.
Okay.
So, I'm torn by this.
See, I already know who my pick is.
Let me guess, Rio.
Yes.
That's who I want to pick, but at the same time, I'm struggling with this one because they clearly have some plans for Shida on this one, and yeah, it also comes down to who wins. If it's Ali, I think Shida would be a better opponent for her. But if it's going to be Britt Baker, I think Rio would be a better one. Just because I think they would have I don't know.
Okay.
You know what?
Make your decision.
I'm going to go with Shida.
Okay.
I'm going against Rio. I know
you got to make it faster, buddy.
Yeah.
We have 4 minutes.
Well, don't get me off on a tangent like you did for the 20-man women battle royal.
That was more NXT than anything else. I'm sorry.
Anyway, Darby Allin versus Joey Janela versus Jimmy Havoc in a triple threat match.
Okay, so this one, Will Ospreay has given Jimmy Havoc an idea, and that was to, and Jimmy tweeted right back to him, was like, "Really, I can do that?" Will was like, "You know what, dude? Get that barrel, Oscutter somebody through it, then Oscutter the other guy on top onto that guy, then pin them both." And I was like, "Oh, okay, yes, please. I want to see that barrel." Okay, so that Cracker Barrel has been around for a while now. It's been a year. I want it destroyed now. And I want this match to be the one where it's destroyed.
I don't know what you're talking about, but this Cracker Barrel.
What, you don't remember the Cracker Barrel?
No.
It's been at ringside for every one of these major events.
Never noticed it.
All In, it was there. So Cracker Barrel has become a big sponsor for, the AEW.
Okay.
And this is their thing. They're like, "Nope, you get our barrel."
Okay, so we don't have much time, so who's your pick?
Actually, I'm saying Jimmy Havoc on this one.
Okay, I'm going with Darby Allin because I think they have a big with his match with Cody. He has that. They have plans for him. Jimmy Havoc, eventually they want to use him. Obviously, Joey Janela, same thing. But I think Darby Allin, again, that heartthrob, good-looking kid.
Yeah.
Element. So, should we just put Sean Spears down for this one for number 5? Or are you gonna go?
No,
with Cody?
I'm going Cody. I am going Cody on this one.
I'm going with Sean Spears because I think they're gonna put him. They gotta put him over. Because they're building for that.
This is going to be the bloody match. Like, we know that the Cracker Barrel Clash is going to be bloody because of the hardcore guys that are involved in it, and I'm so glad that they got hardcore people. But Cody versus Sean is going to be, well, Cody's going to get cut open. Cody seemingly blades a lot.
Yeah. All right, so the next matchup is for the AAA Tag Team Championships in a ladder match. Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks. I'm going with the Lucha Brothers.
I am also going Lucha Brothers on this one.
I think it's just obvious because you don't. Wrestle Talk had a good point, but that's not the reason why I was going to go with this. But they said if you had the AAA tag titles on before your actual tag team championships on TV, it's going to be confusing why you have all these belts. So establish the AEW tag team titles. Eventually, you could bring those belts back over, but you have to establish your own belts first. For me, I'm looking at it as the Young Bucks will lose here and not be able to have the AAA tag team titles, and get put into the AEW tag situation, and then as EVPs. Tell the Lucha Brothers, because they already hold a belt, that they can't hold the AEW belts unless they drop or either lose the AAA belts or
relinquish them.
Yeah.
Basically
fun.
putting the Lucha Brothers in a tough spot where it's like,
Yeah.
I either have to give up the AAA belts, which are huge in Japan, no, in Mexico,
Yep.
or lose them.
Yep.
Which means that the Young Bucks can go, we'll fight you for them again. It's a dastardly heel move at the same time going, no, this is our company. Our belts are more important here.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see, but we do know they're already in the tournament, the Young Bucks. So the Best Friends versus the Dark Order for a bye in the tag team tournament. I'm going with the Dark Order because they've been building for this. I think it would be a better matchup to have these two face again in the finals with the Best Friends winning it.
Yes, I feel the same way.
So you're going with the Dark Order?
Yes,
Okay.
because they'll meet up again later. And then the Best Friends will win there.
Yeah, because I think that's a good thing because it'll help build the Dark Order as that big heel team to beat in the finals, and the Best Friends could come back to do it. And I do want to see the Best Friends to get to the finals and beat the Young Bucks to do it.
It would be cool.
That'd be a big rub on them. All right, so the next matchup is Pac versus Kenny Omega. I know the betting, I heard different, I don't know, as of today, I don't know, but I know throughout the week, Kenny Omega was just a hair over Pac in the favorability for this one, in the betting odds.
Personally,
but I'm going Pac.
I'm going Pac as well. In the storyline you can use that one doesn't make Kenny look weak, while at the same time puts Pac over. Kenny's been preparing for Jon Moxley. He was not preparing for Pac. And Pac has a different style. Kenny was preparing for a brawler. Pac comes in with more technical. That's all you have to do.
There's a rumor that this is the only date that Pac has with the company. He's basically asked him to come in to fill in the role, and he saw as probably a way to do something with AEW, but they don't have anything locked going forward. That's one of the rumors. We don't know. Only time will tell. But I gotta say, even if he's only coming for one date, give it to Pac because when he does come back, if he does come back in, he has a win over Kenny Omega, and it instantly puts him in a level of a challenger for the AEW World Championship. All right, so our first two of our questions: will CM Punk appear? Yes or no?
Wait, we didn't even do the main event.
I don't have to. I put Jericho down for both of us.
I mean, okay, good. You know what? CM Punk making an appearance during the show. You know what? Yes. This is going to be the surprise.
I'm going to do it too because I'm just going to do it. I'm being hopeful. I have no doubt in my mind he's not going to do it.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just like, you know what?
Honestly, we all know he's not going to be doing it. He's done with pro wrestling. But why not? Just throw... Literally... Actually, here's a way you could do it without having him even hint at getting back in the ring. When the championship for the AEW World Championship is done, and you're crowning Chris Jericho the first champion, you have the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and Cody all come out with CM Punk, and CM Punk brings Jericho the belt. Much the way that you had Bret Hart bring out the belt at, Double or Nothing? Yeah.
If the belt's not at ringside when this match happens, there's something wrong with AEW.
Well, no. Then, if it's not at ringside, then you have the possibility of CM Punk bringing it out.
Yeah, but it's going to be at ringside. They're gonna show it off
I
in
know.
the match.
I know.
All right. The next one is, for the question is, who will be the big surprise women entry into the 21 Battle Royale? I put Tessa Blanchard.
Tennille Dashwood.
You're going with Tennille. I actually thought that would be another good one.
That's another name that's just like, oh, wow. I mean...
I was hoping when she left Ring of Honor, she would go with AEW. She went to Impact, but maybe she has a contract where she can work with AEW too.
Right.
I doubt it, but...
Who knows?
Here's a hope.
Santina Morella.
Yeah. So one thing I mentioned to you, I had a theory about Kenny Omega and Pac.
Yep.
And how Moxley can't wrestle. But does that mean he can't come out and cost someone the match?
No, because he's actually, like, I think he's having surgery, like, today.
It's possible. It all depends on what the surgery is. But does it mean he can't come out, not necessarily interfere, but come out and cause a distraction?
Yeah, I don't see it happening at all. He said that he's absolutely in his tweet. He was absolutely devastated that he can't make the show at all. So I think he's having like surgery today.
It's possible, and that's my thing. Is like it was a theory out there, and I liked it. And it could be they could do that to help Pac get a win and keep that feud going. But we'll see. I would rather see Pac win on his own accord than that. But seeing Moxley come out and just maybe distract Kenny or hang him up with his good arm on the ring apron or something like that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we have for our 3-show predictions. Let us know down in the comments what you thought of our predictions. Who do you pick for all these shows? Let us know that in the comment section. Answer the questions. Will CM Punk appear at AEW's All Out? And who you think will be the big women surprise in the Battle Royale on the pre-show? Since you made it to the end of this show, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. It's been a long show. Since you're right there and you're on your way down to comment, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Ding.
Ring the bell.
Ding, ding.
And get bent.